Armz Korleone's boxing license has officially been suspended by the PBA until further notice, and I'm not surprised at all. And actually, I think this is a really, really good idea. Combat sports isn't really the type of sport where being all muscled up and, jacked isn't gonna benefit you a whole lot. Yeah, you might look cool, yeah, in the Marvel movies and all these little fake movies or shows or whatever. Yeah, the big jacked guy is super strong and agile and can do all this crazy stuff. But in reality, guys who look like that can't even hardly move. They can't even hardly scratch their back, let alone move around like you need to move when it comes to an actual fight. And one of the most biggest evidences in combat sports of this has been Armz Korleone. As we've seen from his first fight with Minicon, he had to be stretchered out just due to pure exhaustion. And then we're thinking, all right, he comes back, he knocks out Uguay. We're thinking, all right, maybe he's got this put together. He goes out and fights Minicon for the second time, and a very, very similar situation happens again, which is really scary. So I think it's very smart from the PBA to suspend his license until further notice. I said it in my breakdown video that I think he should be, stopped from fighting completely or cut the rounds down. But this is boxing, this isn't MMA. So cutting rounds down from a 4-round fight, which is probably as low as you should get, but cutting rounds down to 3 or 2, it doesn't make that much sense. So I think suspending his license altogether is the right move. And for those of you wondering, like, why do they need to suspend his license? He can just not fight. Well, suspending his license is the only way to guarantee he doesn't fight. At the end of the day, he is a grown man. If he still had his boxing license, he can still go fight somewhere. So to prevent that, you suspend his boxing license so he can't go anywhere to fight at all, because he can easily just hop onto another promotion or go somewhere else and fight. And to look out for his best interest, to look out for his health, it's better to suspend his license so he can't do that. But now what I'm guessing, I don't know too much about Armz, but with the name Armz and with how jacked he is, I'm assuming he is some type of, bodybuilding influencer where he takes heavy pride in his physique and where he's got himself. That shit takes a lot of work. Respect to that guy, because that takes a lot of work, a lot of discipline. So it is not easy to get a body like that. But the problem now is he's going to have to either, one, just stop boxing altogether. And if he really likes to do this and he's making good money doing it, it might be a little bit of hit to him. Or two, he's going to have to lose that physique somewhat, because I'm sorry, but having all that muscle, it's just not good for a sport like this. Plus, you might be this really, really big muscly guy, but let's be real, the muscles don't really benefit you in the fights. Your muscles are a lot tighter. In order to punch really, really hard, you need to be very, very loose, very relaxed. And having big muscles like that just tenses your body up even more, and it makes you unable to do that. So you thinking, oh, Armz is a big guy, he's going to probably punch really hard. But to be honest, guys who are big and muscly like that, they really don't hit all that hard, because having punching power isn't about brute strength. So to be honest, all the muscles are doing is weighing him down, slowing him down, making him weaker of a fighter. And it's not helping him at all in any way, shape, or form when it comes to this fighting stuff. So it sucks. It shouldn't be that way. You should look however you want to look and still be able to fight and perform to your best abilities. But at the end of the day, that's just how biology is, and that's just how things work. The muscles aren't going to help you. They're going to hurt you, if anything. And we now have 2 cases in where this guy was, not really damaged. I can understand you take a lot of damage, maybe get knocked down a bunch of times, get back up, then maybe you need to be stretchered out for taking some damage. But we have a guy who really didn't take that much damage in the fight, and still, one, having to be stretchered out, and two, not even be able to stand on his own. These are really, really big concerns when it comes to any athlete on any level. I think he should really consider doing boxing. I think, he probably doesn't want to get rid of his physique. He's worked hard for this physique, and, it's who he is. His name is Armz. It's who he is. It's who he's built himself up to be. And So I would say keep the physique and just, I don't know, maybe move on to something else, try to find something else to do. Maybe still train boxing and post, inspiration videos of you training still if you want to do that, because it's actually really, really good cardio. And boxing is a really good workout. I would encourage all of you guys, man. Any of you guys who you don't even have, if you're not in shape, if you're in shape, boxing will change everything. I played multiple sports. Boxing is just in a class of its own. The cardio aspect, the how much you sweat. I'm telling you right now, I live in Florida and I played, American football with full pads on and everything in that freaking 90 to 100-degree weather in the summer. And I sweat more in a boxing gym than I did at football practice. I would encourage everybody to get into boxing. And this is why I like the influencer boxing stuff, because it is getting a lot of you guys into boxing, and not only into watching boxing, but I've heard that, boxing gyms are skyrocketing. Everyone's actually going to gyms and training a little bit, which is good to see, especially now since America has become kind of this, fast food place where there's a lot of people that are heavily, heavily overweight. So it's good to see that kids and people are starting to actually get into the sport to the point where they're wanting to go to the gym and actually partake in it. And I see it even at the gym I go to. I see a lot of people come in and trying it out, whether they're in shape or not in shape. At the end of the day, you could be in the best shape of your life. I guarantee you, go to a boxing gym. If you've never had any type of fight training or a boxing gym or anything like that, I guarantee you, I don't care what sport you played, go to a damn boxing gym and you'll see the cardio aspect is completely different. The workout is completely different. Even the warm-up, the gym I go to is a primarily fight gym, and the warm-up will have people, leaving early and tapping out. It's some serious stuff. I would say if I was the PBA, I would send someone out to his gym and be like, all right, if you want me to unsuspend his license and he wants to go out and fight again, he's going to have to spar 6 rounds, 4-minute rounds. Don't do 4 3-minute rounds, because I'm sure that might be what they're doing. They might be doing 4 3-minute rounds to prepare him for a 4 3-minute round fight, but he's gassing out in that time. So to get his body used to it, I think he should do 6 4-minute rounds. And there you go. And then if his body is able to withstand that, he should be fine in a 4-rounder. But man, have we seen the last of Armz in a boxing ring? Y'all let me know in the comments below what you think about this situation. As always, I appreciate y'all so much for the support, and I'll catch you in the next video.